Tonight on the news, Lagos State government takes decisive steps towards curbing drug and substance abuse among youth. Key players emphasize efficiency in management of National Youth Service Corps NYSC members in areas of security and welfare. Plus, latest in the world of entertainment. Hello and you are welcome to NT Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. I am Oluwabukola Akonde. Now to the news. As the menace of drug and substances abuse gain ground among residents, especially the youth population, Lagos State government is set to collaborate with relevant stakeholders, including media organizations, to provide a viable intervention platform to curb the menace. Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogunlende, disclosed when he granted audience to members of the Radio Television Theatre Art Workers Union, Lagos Council at Alausa in Ikeja. Musa Toliat asked the details.
United Nations Office of Drug and Crime. Youths in southwestern part of Nigeria, especially in Lagos, are grappling with drug and substance abuse. The negative impact of the menace on the economy of Lagos State has continued to raise more concerns. The visit by the officials of the Radio, Television, Theatre Arts Workers Union, Lagos Council to the Ministry of Youth and Social Development is premised on striking symbiotic relationship to enlighten the populace on activities of government, especially the youth-oriented social welfare initiatives.
The government is doing a lot, but the youths as well, they don't even know what is available to them because they don't have information or they are not getting the information in the right places. So we'll be counting on your support. I mean, we are here as a ministry. I'm here as a commissioner. I run an open door policy.
Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogunlende, sheds more light on the new drug abuse initiative known as Lagos State Kicks Against Drug Abuse, LASCADA.
The drug pandemic is something that is gradually creeping and eating our society. And the idea is to get all of us involved to speak up and help those that need help and deter those that have not even started it. And again, is to engage, is to put information out there.
We met a very vibrant, dynamic personality on the seat who is visionary and forward-looking to drive the social agenda of the government and in the area of youth and social development. And I believe, without missing word, is ready to deliver, and we are ready to partner with him to deliver on his mandate.
The meeting between Bratau and the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development is expected to deepen relationship between the government and media practitioners across the state. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA.
The federal government has launched the renewed Help Conditional Cash Transfer Scale-Up Program, which will see 50 million vulnerable Nigerians get 25,000 naira each for 3 consecutive months. President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Secretary Government of the Federation, George Akume, flagged off the program to commemorate the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. State House correspondent Musbao Dan Wahab report.
On the day for commemoration of the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, the world is calling attention to the grueling conditions of people trapped in extreme poverty. But here in Nigeria, is a government already demonstrating understanding of the people's travails being compounded by the fuel subsidy removal. These ones representing the category of 15 million vulnerable Nigerians captured in the social register to be assisted through the changing times with 25,000 naira each in the next 3 months.
It will go a long way because you cannot pick this type of money on the road. We are privileged to get this, and it must help us to alleviate poverty in the family.
This money, I would take it to boost my business. Well, I sell accessories, phone accessory, and repair of phone.
With this as an example, the government says its objective to lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty is not just a slogan, but a resolve backed with genuine commitments.
Our plans for food security, ending hunger, poverty eradication, economic growth, and job creation are all means by which we shall fight poverty and help the most vulnerable members of our society.
There would be an expansion of this register, which would carry the vulnerable pensioners, the vulnerable veterans, and the wives, as well as other areas of concern where they were not fully captured. But however, we're starting, and what we're starting with are those who have been verified across all the states in Nigeria.
Apart from this, Nigerians have more to expect as the government says it is finalizing more solutions and interventions, including renewed hope programs for job creation, national homegrown school feeding, MSMEs, and the National Alternate School Program, among others.
Of course, it's very important this cash transfers work only if they are robustly delivered and reach the people in need.
So Nigerians can rest assured that this is an efficient and accountable way of providing relief to poor Nigerians.
We're going to collaborate with the agency and the ministry to make sure the people that are meant to benefit from this program are the actual beneficiary of it.
But while taking the lead, the government wants a sustained collaboration of Nigerians and the private sector to win the war against poverty in Nigeria. From the State House, Musbau and Wahab, NT News.
Efficiency is required in the management of core members, especially as it relates to security. Efficiency is required in the management of core members, especially as it relates to security and welfare. These were the thrust of speeches at the workshop organized by the management of the National Youth Service Corps for Employers in Lagos. Nta Ch10, tell us more.
Motorists, especially commercial bus drivers, have over time engaged in indiscriminate parking on bridges and roadsides in contravention of the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law 2018 as amended. With a 7-day ultimatum issued, it will no longer be business as usual for commercial bus drivers who run.
The workshop, which is aimed at ensuring that core members receive the necessary support that will make them excel, was also an opportunity to interface with the employers on some of the challenges mitigating against the achievement of this goal. The state coordinator Yetunde Badariwa says the workshop will foster a stronger relationship between the core members and their employers.
Is the decisions reached, the suggestions and plans to ensure a perfect relationship with the employers, the local communities, and NYSC.
The Commissioner of Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogulende, says at the end of the workshop, a communique will be issued to ensure that the welfare and security of core members is optimized in the discharge of their duties.
The workshop is aimed at acquainting core members with the latest trends and developments within the scheme in recent years, while examining issues negating against the fulfillment of the objectives of the scheme, and also generate ideas for moving the scheme forward.
Some of the employers says the workshop is timely as it will address the ills in the scheme.
It's very good for our youth to know that the National Youth Service Corps is all about security. They want to make sure that they are safe. Whoever employs them, there won't be any problem.
And the workshop is aimed, at discussing and preferring solutions that will enhance the productivity of youth corps members
and the responsibility of us as employers or corps members in terms of their security, in terms of their welfare, and in terms of their improved remuneration.
So far, I've been enjoying all the goodies of the state government and the federal government at large in terms of security, wellness, and welfare per se. I've been enjoying all of it. I would say it's a very good work they have put in place, and it's kudos to them.
The theme for this year's workshop is optimizing the productivity of corps members through enhanced welfare and security during the service year. In Lagos, Nta Ch10, NTA News.
We apologize for the mix-up in the previous bulletin. Now I proceed. Lagos State government has issued a vacation order to motorists and commercial bus drivers who indiscriminately park on bridges across the metropolis. Special advisor to the governor on transportation, Shola Giwa, gave the order in line with the directive of the governor for strict enforcement of the laws of the state. Musa Tolia tells us more.
Motorists, especially commercial bus drivers, have over time engaged in indiscriminate parking on bridges and roadsides in contravention of the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law 2018 as amended. With a 7-day ultimatum issued, it will no longer be business as usual for commercial bus drivers who run foul of the law. The special advisor to the governor on transportation, Shola Giwa, says erring motorists and commercial bus drivers must, as a matter of urgency, vacate the bridges, as LASTMA has been directed to commence strict enforcement operation immediately after the expiration of the 7-day ultimatum until zero tolerance is achieved across the state. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
More of the news to come as we go on the break now. Please stay with us.
Jackpot of the week. Place bets and hit the jackpot. Log into the OneXBet account. Click on the Take Part button. Place bet and take part in the jackpot draw. Feel like a winner with OneXBet. Use promo code to get a bonus on your first deposit.
The NTA Lagos Channel 10 hereby advise the general public to make their suggestions, observations, and complaints on our transmission and programs to the following numbers: 006-286-9036 or 0810-910-6416, or email us at ntalagoschannel10gm@gmail.com or lagoszone@nbc.gov.com.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
Lucky Spring from OneXBet. Take part in promotion with cool prizes. Bet on any sports events. Get tickets. Have a chance to win cool prizes. The more you bet, the greater your chances. Use promo code to get a welcome bonus right now.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. If you're just joining us, this is NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. Now on foreign news. Israel's denied involvement of Gaza blast, says explosion caused by misfired Palestinian rocket. Olamide Gaba has details on the foreign news.
Military said it had no involvement in an explosion that killed hundreds of people at Gaza City Hospital and that the blast was caused by a misfired Palestinian rocket. The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza says an Israeli airstrike caused the blast and that it killed some 500 people, many of whom had sought shelters from the ongoing Israel offensive. The Israeli military, however, said the Palestinian militants had fired a barrage of rockets near the hospital at that moment. Moving on, Sweden said an undersea telecommunications cable that runs under the Baltic Sea to Estonia had been partially damaged, and authorities believed it happened at the same time as the damage to an undersea pipeline linking Finland to Estonia. Finland launched an investigation into a possible sabotage after reporting the damage to its gas pipeline to Estonia last week. Swedish Civil Defense Minister said Tuesday that the damage to the cable caused between Sweden and Estonia appeared to have happened at the same time, but what caused it still remains unclear. And that's all on foreign news. I am Olamide Gaba Folari.
Now on sport news, let's join Bright for the latest in sport. The report.
Ahead of the commencement of the new 2023-2024 season of the Nigerian National League, scheduled for October 28, the league body has penciled down 17 stadia for inspection across the country. Any of the facilities that fall short of the required standard will not host league matches. Still on football, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) is set to undertake a week-long inspection visit to host cities for the 2023 African Cup of Nations as part of final preparations for the tournament in Ivory Coast, scheduled for January. The inspection follows the tournament draw, which was staged in Abidjan last week, where the hosts will play Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau in Group A. In cricket, Olumide Oguntola reports that Nigeria capped their perfect run at the maiden West Africa Trophy with a pulsating 18 runs win over a resilient Rwanda side in the final of the tournament at the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval in Lagos. The Nigerian team won all their 10 matches of the tournament.
Playing so much games in a short while, but it's really good testing our morals and how well we perform and come back in games.
Tributes have continued to pour in following the death of former sports minister Alhaji Buba Ahmed, who has been described as administrator par excellence.
He was renowned to be the sport minister that was in place when Nigeria won our first AFCON. Not only won, we hosted and we won in 1980. And that has been one of a flagpole and landmark achievement of one of our great sport administrators.
Buba Ahmed, who died on Tuesday in Kano, was the Minister of Sports in 1983 under President Shehu Shagari. For Sports Update, Bright Ibuchu, NTA News.
And that concludes the news tonight. Benga Oloyede is standing by for the translation of the news in Yoruba. Once again, thanks for joining us. I am Oluwabukola Akonde. A very good evening to you.
Ẹ kú àṣálẹ́, ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ́ yín láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Gbénga Olóyèdé ni oníròyìn, ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Bí àwọn ìwà mímu egbògi olóró ṣe ń gbilẹ̀ sí láàrin àwọn ènìyàn ìlú, pàápàá jùlọ láàrin àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú ènìyàn tí wọ́n pọ̀ jù láàrin àwọn ènìyàn ìlú. Ní báyìí, ìṣèjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ti dóko pẹ̀lú àwọn alẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ tí wọ́n dáńtọ́, pàápàá àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn láti lè túbọ̀ pèsè ààyè ìdojúkọ dídínkù àwọn irúbi ìwà báyìí nípasẹ̀ ojúkò tó ń la àwọn ará ìlú lọ́yẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ka ilé-iṣẹ́ wọn fún dídínkù àwọn ìwà náà. Kọmíṣánná tó ń mójútó ètò tàwọn ọ̀dọ́ àti ìdàgbàsókè àwùjọ Mobọ́lájí Ogunléndé ló sọ èyí di mímọ̀ ní àsìkò tó ń tẹ́ etí ìgbọ́ sí àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ka ti rédíò àti tẹlifíṣọ̀n ti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ní olúléeṣẹ́ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó tó wà ní Aláùsá Ìkẹjà. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn ọ́fíìsì àjọ ìṣọ̀kan àgbáyé ṣe sọ di mímọ̀ nípa ewu tó rọ̀gbà yíká mímu egbòogi olóró, fi yé wa wípé àwọn ọ̀dọ́ apá kan ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà pàápàá jùlọ ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ni wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú ènìyàn tí wọ́n mu egbòogi olóró. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ìpalára tí àwọn irúbí ìwà báwọn yìí ń fà bá ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú ohun ìkọnilóminú, èyí tó túbọ̀ fa ìbáṣepọ̀ ẹ̀ka tó mójútó ètò tàwọn ọ̀dọ́ àti ìdàgbàsókè àwùjọ tìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àti àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ rédíò àti tẹlifíṣọ̀n láti túbọ̀ la àwọn ènìyàn ìlú lọ́yẹ̀ lórí ewu tó rọ̀gbà yíká egbòogi olóró àti ipa pàtàkì tí wọ́n wá kí àwọn ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ìròyìn kó láti la àwọn ènìyàn ìlú lọ́yẹ̀. Títẹra mọ́ṣẹ́ gidigidi ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú ìlànà ohun tí wọ́n ń béèrè fún láti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ tó ń mójútó ètò tàwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ àgùnbánirọ̀, pàápàá jùlọ àwọn ohun tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ètò ààbò àti ìrànlọ́wọ́. Gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ náà ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan gbòógì àgbékalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ìyànjú tó wáyé níbi ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ èyí tí àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ àpapọ̀ tàwọn àjọ àgùnbánirọ̀ ṣolùgbọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀ fún ìgbanifúnṣẹ́ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Ìṣèjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ti pín ìwé àtẹ̀jáde ìpàṣẹ fún àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ dẹ́rẹ́bà akẹ́rùkérò tí wọ́n ń lo ìwà àìbìkítà gbé ọkọ̀ wọn kalẹ̀ sí orí àwọn afárá káàkiri agbègbè ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Olùgbà gómìnà ní àmọ̀ràn ní ẹ̀ka ìrìnnà ọkọ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Ṣọlá Gíwá, ló nawọ́ àṣẹ wàá ọ̀hún látàrí àṣẹ tó ti ọ̀dọ̀ gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ọ̀gbẹ́ni Babájídé Sanwó-Olú wá fún àwọn dẹ́rẹ́bà ọlọ́kọ̀ akẹ́rùkérò láti tẹ̀lé ìlànà àti òfin ìṣèjọba ìlú Èkó. Wọ́n jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ akẹ́rùkérò ni wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú ènìyàn tí wọn kò bìkítà nípa gbígbé ọkọ̀ sí orí afárá àti ní àwọn ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà kiri agbègbè ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, èyí tó lòdì sí ìlànà àti òfin ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó látàrí gbèǹdéke ọlọ́jọ́ méje ìtanilólobó tí wọ́n fún àwọn awakọ̀ elérò. Ni wọ́n sọ wípé ìṣèjọba ìlú Èkó kò ní gbàgbẹ̀rẹ̀ nípa fífi ọwọ́ ṣìkú òfin mú àwọn awakọ̀ tí wọ́n bá gbé ọkọ̀ sí orí afárá àti ní ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà káàkiri agbègbè ìlú Èkó. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n wá ti pálàṣẹ fún gbogbo awakọ̀ tí wọ́n wà ní agbègbè Apọ́gbọ̀n àti Ìdúmọ̀tà pẹ̀lú orí afárá Kátà àti Ẹlẹ́gbàtà àti ní Èbúté Èrò àti ní Ẹja Lónìbú ni wọ́n ti ṣe kìlọ̀kìlọ̀ fún nípa gbígbé ọkọ̀ sí àwọn orí afárá àti ní àwọn ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà. Tọ́ kò sọ́jọ́ ta sùn tají tí ò rẹni, ọpẹ́ làwọn máa dú ànídáràn. Bámidélé Yewinú ti wà níkàlẹ̀ láti mú ìyókù ròyìn wá fún yín ní èdè Ògùn. Gbẹ̀ngà Olóyèdè ń kí yín, ire o.
O mechele mikudo bojayi mokudo asan gbetan eweli soni ni awotọ deti to tẹbi oṣó ìlìmìtàn yẹwẹnu Bámidélé ní lọ́dí ètò kígọ́mẹ̀ tó wẹnu èyìn adó kóró dánú àmàsìn ètí nzá gbọ̀n lọ́jà gọ̀mẹ̀ pọ̀nù èso gbàǹdégbò rẹ̀ pọ̀ ní inú ètò ìgbòho tó gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ sí chẹ́chẹ́mẹ̀ tó lọ́mẹ̀ èso sùn tó jọjà lẹ́mẹ̀ tó àwọn ni yìí má tẹ̀mẹ̀ àwọn tí má tẹ̀ gáwá dọ̀dìndọ̀ yìí dó námọ̀rọ̀mọ̀rọ̀ yẹ kan àlọ́ tó pọ̀ ó tó mẹ̀ oyin inú pé nùgùkú rẹ̀ pọ̀ ó tó mẹ̀ sọ́nà wà sàn tó gbọ̀n ònúlé lásán lẹ́jí dọ̀yẹ mẹ́bí ní mọ̀rọ̀ yẹ lẹ́gbò òpó dàhó gbódó nàdó mọ̀rọ̀mọ̀rọ̀ nù ìrànkà mọ́kọ̀tàn ọmọ sáyìn rẹ̀ láti jọ̀tò òtó mẹ̀ oyin gbèdétọ́ jọjà lẹ́tàn kódó dùdàgbè yẹtàn kórógbò nǹkan yìí yẹtàn kó wẹ̀yìn Mọ́bọ́lájí Ògúnléndé wẹ̀dọ̀ hóínẹ̀ tó pinnu ètò hódọ̀nà mẹ̀ oyin lìrìn chátọ́ lẹ́sìn gbègbè lé ìbẹ́dókúrọ̀ wẹ̀yìn kan tó pọ̀ yẹtàn kódó rédíò kódó tẹlifíṣàn kó yìí ó lọ́lẹ̀ sí ògbẹ́ dé tí ń to àyímátẹ̀ àwọn ìtàn lọ́mẹ̀ dé ló gbà jóná ẹ̀ tó Ìkẹjà yẹdọ̀ mọ́sálásí àṣùwẹ̀ hẹ̀ gọ̀rọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ ńlọ òyẹ́sísìn lọ fúnlẹ̀wẹ̀ yẹdọ̀ kó tẹ̀ dọ̀ ńlọ yìnyínná dó dé àmàsínú gbọ́n àlọ́jà gọ̀mẹ̀tì dó tè tó gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ sí chíchẹ́mẹ̀ inúwé dàgbò àfínàmẹ̀ ìnádìkébò àfínà sùtò nùkúmẹ̀nàmẹ̀ yín òtòví pòmẹ̀ sọ́jì tí mọ́ kọ́tọ́lẹ̀ pó mọ́jáwẹ̀ mẹ̀yìn gbèdè tọ́lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀mí náà múlọ́múlọ́ tó fílẹ̀ mi lẹ́tẹ̀ ẹ̀mí náà wà sán àdódìkébò ìhẹ́lẹ̀ lágbára náà mẹ̀ dójúró àlọ́gọ́ná ìdásọ́dìkébò mẹ̀ẹ̀mà sọ́ dó ta nùmọ̀ kọ́tọ́ mẹ̀ẹ̀mà sọ́nà dó ta mẹ̀ gbàgbá ìdọ̀ nàṣínú jàgọ́jí máa yín nù dàgbé tòtò lọ́mẹ̀ àzọ́yìnwa dó wa dó lè jẹ̀mí níwà dó wẹ̀yìn nù èmí dúró lẹ́yìn nàdómọ̀rọ̀mọ̀rọ̀ mẹ oyin wéhì àtọ́ dé òhì àwẹ̀ fówó yín jọ̀jálẹ̀ yìí ndómọ̀rọ̀mọ̀rọ̀ yìí náà dàgbé wọ̀jìjọ̀ nátì mọ́jáwẹ̀ yìí lásọ̀mọ̀ ògbẹ̀ yìí tàn bodù ewé yín kóde yìí zérótè tòpinnu èyí zé òtítọ́ dàwó lérótè dógbọ̀n mẹ́yìn nùkàntọ́ dé sọ́nà vánù kúngbọ̀n òhó eyín jọ̀jà dé tó òsìsẹ́n òtòyé tàn dé èyí dọ̀ dé èhì àwẹ̀ pólẹ̀ gbódó mẹ́sọ́yìn mẹ́nà yìí mẹ́dá sánmẹ́lẹ̀ kó omi ètèrè chéèdú wẹ́nà fílọ́ gbódè hólọ́tán igbó sọ́dọ̀ hólọ́tó gbọ̀n na ina wa gondo no tinten lo me wa di ke bo to le amo se no po yo sai na wo no nǹkan yìí mẹ̀yìn àwọn lèyìn má tẹ̀gá fún lọ́dún mọ̀lọ́mọ́ òun lè máa ná yóò jí mo di kéènà ayé mẹ́bí ni bẹ́ẹ̀ òun. omechele magbolo meblo omenyi ayimatenga ko degbedomno mebe ohundo ayojile yinde hun so sanjoji na ayiro moteno tin na me na yile yedo menyi hun konto lona wasan ro kun don wasan le bi we me to ohun kun do ayoji mo na ze hun jere ayoji ba njodo mo na we se ko yetan gbe yedo ko ne mayin ohole je ni mo to otoholome ayihana meto kitengbe na ayimatenga ohun sin yigo itan mẹ̀sí yìí kọ̀nà yín ṣọlá gíwá wẹ́yìn mẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ lódò kó yé dóná mọ̀rọ̀múlọ̀ mẹ̀lẹ́bí dóná tó tèbó sè nínú èdò àyímátẹ̀gántẹ̀ mọ̀jáwé ìyàsọ́ mọ̀rọ̀múlọ̀ òǹdè yín ò sẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ zero tè lọ́nà yín sẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ mẹ̀lẹ́bí náà gbọ̀n àlọ́dúpọ̀ gbọ̀nà hẹ̀ ní olódò ń sátú láti dọ̀ èdò yé máa dì kébò kéramẹ̀dẹ́ ń jìrẹ́ hùn dáìlójí ayòlé máa jẹ ní wàmọ́ lọ́yẹ̀ mẹ̀bí níbẹ̀ hùn ìlọsàn ìlójí ebo yín ò mọ́ òmẹ̀ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ máa ó gàn lè tó gbé náà mi sọ pé tó àsálẹ̀ gbogbo èsùn tó fún.
Jackpot of the week. Place bets and hit the jackpot. Log into the OneXBet account. Click on the Take Part button. Place bet and take part in the jackpot draw. Feel like a winner with OneXBet. Use promo code to get a bonus on your first deposit.
NTA Parliament is a dedicated 24-hour channel